What's going on, you guys? I'm switching gears up now. Um, I'm going to talk about, well, let me just say sequence numbers. Have you ever just see on your alarm clock, on your cell phone, or you in a grocery store, wherever you are, you see certain numbers pop up like 111, 222, 444, 555, 888, whatever the numbers, but they be in sequential like order or whatever the same number. Well, I see them numbers all the time. The number that I see the most is 1111. And what I've been doing is like, oh, can I see something else? So I start seeing 222, 555. So those numbers mean something. If you ever want a chance to just Google it or whatever, it's basically your guardian angels getting in contact with you, trying to communicate with you, let you know certain things. And it's just a way to get you back on track or whatever. And I really do appreciate it. I didn't even know this stuff existed until me and my friend was talking about it. She was like, it has to mean something. Because she said, I keep seeing these numbers or whatever. So I was into her. I said, she said, you don't see numbers? I said, I don't see no numbers. What are you talking about? And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I was like, oh, Lord, send me some signs. Because I was starting to get into law of attraction and everything else. And my friend, she's not into all of that, okay? She's just basic. Now I don't mean basic in no funny way. It's just that you know how you grow up, you go to church, you believe this, and it's just that's what it is. And it's like it, but she knew that if these numbers keep popping up, it's trying to tell her something. And she said, I see this number all around me all the time or whatever. But actually it was like her birthday, 11:15, and we was looking up what does this mean. It was just really interesting. So I was like, wow, I wanna be able to see what numbers would come my way. And it was like really on my mind, and I just started noticing 1111 all the time popping up. And so basically what it's saying about 1111 is just it goes on to a lot of things, but it was just like one of the meanings will I be. Okay, it's saying pay attention to your thoughts and that the universe have sampled your thought sequence and that you will manifest almost instantly into your physical reality. And like I say, 1111 is supposed to be like a gateway or whatever, like awakening and all this other stuff from other places that when I started doing my research on. And it's just amazing. Basically, like I say, angels, that's their way of communicating because language, having words and alphabets, that came later on. But the universe is so old, okay? It's older than what we pretty much know, okay? And so they communicated from what I was doing my research on is through numbers and pictures. If you look into like how you see in Egypt, for an example, they really didn't write things out at first or whatever. A lot of things you see are in pictures. They tell stories in pictures. That's why it's people say like if you really really want something really bad, visualization is very powerful, and seeing these numbers are very powerful. So I'm just going to give you, I have so many good examples. Like when I see those numbers, I'm like, okay, that's just to let me know that I probably was off and I need to shift my way back into being positive and to really create positive things into my life, because the universe don't know that you don't want the negative. It doesn't know that you want the positive. It just know whatever you vibrating and how you feeling, that's what you want. And that's why people say that, act with a feeling, see it. If you have it in your mind and you see it, believe it. The belief comes with the feeling. I truly believe that. It's like, for instance, if you was to actually close your eyes right now, do this exercise, close your eyes and actually see an orange. You see this orange, peel the orange. Can you see yourself peeling the orange? Can you see yourself biting the orange? What does that orange taste like? That's a feeling that's putting you in it. And at times, like I say, I picture myself in certain different things, and doing certain different things. Like if I want to manifest something, like I had told this on one of my videos, is that, I really wanted the iPhone or whatever. And at that time, well, now they at the 8s and the 10s, but this was like the 6 plus. I really wanted, I couldn't afford it. And I was just like, I can't see myself being on a contract and all this other stuff and to pay off this phone within 2 to 3 years. And I was like, that's too much. I say, all I'm gonna do is I'm just say I can't afford it, but it will be given to me as a gift. And then it just battled with me because I was like, oh, what if I want something else? So, I just battled, but I say, and it wasn't coming to me faster. But when I put in my mind that that's exactly what I wanted, I start visualizing myself with the phone. I start visualizing people telling me like, hey girl, you got the phone? Oh, what kind of phone? And it's so funny because it actually happened that way. And I always picture like if I want to get a parking spot or something, I know I'm about to go to a certain place and I know the parking is bad. I'm just like, okay, just give me great parking and let a car be there for me. So when it's time for me to get there, they could just leave and there's going to be my parking spot. It's just different things like that. Or somebody's going to do something really great for me today. Somebody going to buy my lunch or this and that. And I just play with it at times or whatever. And it's like if you really want somebody like you haven't talked to in a long time, visualize yourself. It's just a lot of things that you can do with visualization and everything. And like I say with the numbers, like the numbers are there to take heed, take heed to what your guardian angel's trying to tell you. So I do that and I take that advantage and I shift myself into a positive state, because that means evidently I'm just over here thinking something, negative, and I need to shift myself back on point. Another quick story that happened to me recently this week or whatever. I was like, okay, I'm working, I'm hungry. I was like, it sounds so good if I can have Papa's barbecue. I love Papa's barbecue chicken, and it's the bomb. Okay, I love that kids meal because you gonna get that with a side. I just had it in my mind, and it's like $6. Okay, well I received the call, and when I received this call, the caller on the other end was like, hey, I know you working and everything or whatever, but did you want me to grab you some lunch? This is a true story. And I was like, yeah, well, what is it that you want? And I told this person that, well, what do you think? That's what I said. In my mind, like I told you, I already knew I wanted Papa's. The caller said on the other end, what about Papa's? That's what I was thinking today. And I was like, great. I say, I'm for it. It's weird. It's so weird. It's so weird, but they just show you how you can create powerful things in your reality. Okay. And so I was like, okay. And a person asked me exactly what I wanted. It was like, well, not really, but they asked, hey, what is it that you usually get? I can't think of the actual meal, but I know it's chicken. I say, oh, it's the chicken meal. That's what I want. The kids meal, the grilled chicken or whatever. The kids meal. Okay, do you want anything else? No, that's all I want. And a side of potato salad. It's amazing. And I'm just saying that's how quickly I manifest. To somebody else, it may seem small, but to me, that's letting me know that, hey, if you can manifest this quick, you can manifest other things. It's all about your belief and what your belief is. If you can't believe, and I've bought like lottery tickets, I'm like, it's my time. I know I'm going to win some on these tickets or whatever. And there's times that I'm like, I'm just going to buy them, but I doubt it if I'm going to win. And you know what? I don't win. But when I feel like I'm going to win, I always win. I always win. If it's nothing but $50 or $20 or $10, or if it's $1, it don't matter. I won, So I'm just saying all of this is that pay attention to what you're telling yourself. Pay attention to like, okay, if and I keep saying it because it's very important, especially dealing with law of attraction. If there is something that you want, and it's some things that I want, but I'm not going to talk about it until it comes to pass. That's just how it works. You can't tell everything to everybody. Everybody ain't going to be sold on your dream. Everybody ain't trying to put, because people are doubters. And when you don't want that, because you don't want anybody to mess with your level of vibration, because it can bring you down or whatever. And I just think that it's just very important to visualize. If you have numbers that come up, just pay attention. And I was having another number that was coming up a lot, was 222 and 555. Like recently 555 started popping up, and it was just saying that it was going to be some major decisions, some actions that were life changing things in my life. So I was like kind of getting like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And I said, you know what? It can shift for the better. Just take it that things are going to work out. You're going to have to take a leap of faith on some things. And you know what? I start telling myself every day something positive and everything, and just gearing myself for major decisions, because I do. I have a lot of things that's personal in my life that I have to make major decisions on. And I'm a person like this, when so much is coming on me at one time, I just kind of get lost in the sauce. Like I can't deal with it. Let me go eat a sandwich and let me go sit down, and maybe tomorrow after I take this nap I can get back on it. It just all depends. I'm just noticing that our enemy, like people say, can be your worst enemy is yourself, and it's in your mind. But one thing that I noticed this week when I paid attention to the 555 numbers is that I say, you know what, I'm gonna just jump out there and just do some things that I haven't done before or whatever, instead of being in my head like that ain't gonna work, or you trying to do this. And another thing is that you cannot share your goals with everybody. You just can't, because people will make you feel like that's not a good idea, and that could be the very thing that you're supposed to do, but they don't have a blueprint to your life or whatever. Trust yourself, trust your mind, trust your heart. If it's leading you into the positive direction, go for it. I tell anybody. And I just want to hear from you all, your experiences, and hopefully this was helpful to you guys. Like I say, I'm learning as I go each and every day, but I don't mind sharing the information that I do know and experience. So I want to hear from you guys, and you let me know what are your thoughts and your experiences as well. Until then, I'll holla.